Hello everyone, I'm going to do a video now for, I believe we're heading into our air signs. So this is for the Gemini who are in a twin flame connection. So this, you could be a Sun Gemini, Moon Gemini, Rising sign Gemini, Venus Gemini, or you could be watching for a Gemini. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Bits of the message might be for you. If you feel it in your heart and soul, it's resonating. So take that as a message for you. But this won't resonate with all Geminis. It's just, it could, because it's a collective message, bits of the message could be for different Geminis. So, all right, we'll just clean the space here. Grounding. I'm going to call on the light of the universe to work through me as a conduit. Okay, so we're going to look at what's on the surface of the connection for this week for those Gemini who are in a twin flame connection. What is hidden or subconscious in the connection, what direction the connection will take this week, what energy is being released from the connection, and where the connection's moving to. We'll also have a message from the Divine Masculine, its higher self, to the Gemini collective, and from the Divine Feminine, higher self collective, to the Gemini collective. So the message from the higher selves themselves may not be Geminis, but the message is for those who are in a Gemini connection, or who are in a twin flame connection and associate with this Gemini sign. If it resonates, like, share, comment. That'd be awesome. Let's get started. So what are we seeing in the surface of the connection this week? Oh, hey. Yeah, that's good. Okay, what are we seeing? What are we not seeing? What is hidden? Okay, oh, we got a twofer, guys. We got a twofer. This is so good. Okay. So what direction will the connection take this week for Geminis? Okay. And what is being released from the connection? What is being released from the connection? Where's the connection moving to? So in the underlying energy, we have, wow. Okay, I'm like, I keep pulling. I'm like, okay. They're like, you can't just pull those. I'm like, okay. So the first card we have is nostalgia. So this is a very specific message for this particular part, not the entire reading. Like I said, take what resonates. This is nostalgia. So this is looking back at how things were, maybe going over things, maybe how you first met, sort of analyzing things, trying to break them down, trying to have your brain figure out the depths of this connection. And I feel like it's going to trouble you a little bit, but it's going to move you into a place where you're being forced to be patient. You're being forced to be patient through this transformation. You're trying your best to bring up these memories and recall these memories and kind of analyze them, but I feel like you're being forced to be patient because you need to finish your transformation so that you can be in a state of mental clarity and power and calm and stillness in order to handle what's coming next, which I feel is really awesome. That's a good place to be. It's like you're being forced into a timeout, Gemini. Your mind is spinning, which is totally normal for most human beings. But anyways, what is at the surface of the connection this week? So this, I feel, goes a lot with what we have in our underlying energy. It's the World card, which is sort of that sense of closure. There's going to be some endings coming this week, and I feel like it has to do with this transformation you're going through and sort of letting go of the past. Because even the positive things from the past keep bringing it into the present for you. And it's time to be present and be now. And so you can move forward and create this new reality. It feels like you've been in this stage for a long time. Like I feel like your patience may be wearing thin. But that's why these next two cards are so important, because what's hidden or what you don't know is this state of love. This is sort of like, when I see the Knight of Wands, I instantly think about what makes you feel alive. But because it's paired with the Ace of Cups, I'm feeling very much that this is love coming forward for you. So keep doing the work that you're doing, keep releasing, keep the transformation happening. You're doing a great job because it's bringing in the things that you want. You're now making room. You're pushing out the things that no longer serve, and you're making room for the things that make you feel alive. And in this connection, that's your counterpart. Your counterpart is going to be coming in, but you have to make room for them to come in. So I feel like that's a really positive thing. It's sort of like that affirmation and confirmation for you that you're moving in the right direction. You just have to keep solid with that, and keep putting yourself in a positive light. It's okay to get frustrated. It's okay to get angry. It's when we hang on to those things that they become stagnant. So that's kind of the message there. So where's the connection? The direction it's going to is joy and bounty and celebration and happiness. So you're going to feel a lot of love. And when I say your counterpart is coming, it doesn't always mean physically. We are not allowed, for the most part, as readers, to tell people when the connection is going to take fruition, because this journey, we are being guided to trust our own intuitive instincts to know when it's coming. So I can't give you a time, but this could be that you're going to feel them in your heart space in a positive way. We often feel or are triggered by the negative emotions because they're so intense, and that's sort of where how we were raised to pay attention to feelings and sensation is when they were negative. But I feel the direction of this connection is you're going to start feeling more love, more positivity. There's going to be a lot of happiness. And I think that's really what's coming through here. So for this card that's coming up now, so this is about what is being released energetically in the connection. And normally when I see the Queen of Cups, I see psychic abilities. And normally in a releasing position, this is usually releasing the things that we can't control, or there's some sort of negativity. But I feel what is actually happening is, as you release all of these other things, your own energetic gifts, or whether they're psychic abilities or not, it doesn't mean it's not specific. This to me is energetic gifts. I feel like they're going to be opening up and releasing in the connection. So that your dreams are going to be more lucid. You're going to have, I just want to pull a clarifier anyway, those. You're going to be more open and seeing the truth in the information and trusting the truth in the information that you're receiving. You're releasing the concept that things have to be a certain way when it comes to your soul connection and the things that you hear and see from your counterpart. Yeah. So things are coming to an end with that. There's a lot of cycles ending. There's a lot of concepts and a lot of theories that you've been holding on to from your past that you're letting go of in order to open up to all of these things. So the energy that the connection is moving into is sort of this place of like when I see the Nine of Wands, I feel like each wand was a battle that you had, and you use it now as a learning experience to step up and be more victorious in your ascension. So this is also, to me, a very scrappy card. Like, this dude looks like he's gonna take on anyone that wants to fight him. Like, I feel like you're gonna be a little bit battle worn, but in a really good, victorious way. Like, I handled my shit, and I'm the boss, and I'm gonna take this stuff to the next level. So I feel like that's a really good direction to be moving in the connection. So let's see what the Divine Masculine's higher self has to say to the Gemini collective, of those of you that are in a twin flame connection. And for those of you who are still kind of learning a lot about what a twin flame is and what it actually means, I've started a series on Instagram. I'm at Candy Wishman. That's my Instagram, and it's sort of just the information that I've been channeling and the experiences I've had or the experiences others have to sort of break down what it means to be a twin flame. So if you want to learn more about that, feel free to go on my Instagram. I just started yesterday, so we've only had 2 posts, but I've got 25 points to speak of when it comes to the twin flame journey. So what does the Divine Masculine's higher self want to say to the Gemini collective? Yeah, new love. Instantly what I hear is that this connection for you has made you really reconfigure the concept of what love means. And maybe that you've never experienced anything like this, and that it's showing you that you're worthy of real, genuine, true love. So this has 2 meanings for me. One, it goes along with what I was saying about what's being released and the soul gifts that you have. But I feel like this new love, it's sort of like what I'm seeing is pep in your step. Like he's like, recognize that this connection, regardless of how tiring it might be for you, has really made you look at yourself in a different way. It's really made you realize that you're worthy of love and deserving of love. And I don't know, there's something about feeling like when you're in love, you're on cloud 9, right? You got a little bounce in your step, you're taking the time to do your hair, whatever, take care of yourself, because you're worthy all of a sudden. And what this connection is, because essentially they are us, it's just allowing us to love ourselves better. So you're seeing, he's recognizing that you're seeing yourself in a very loving new way. And that's such a positive, it's sort of like, this is where the happiness and the joy comes from. This is where the inexhaustible source of love comes from. He's like, it's not from me physically. It's from that soul connection that's helping you recognize how incredible you are as a soul being. So that's a really beautiful message. So what does the Divine Feminine's higher self have to say to the Gemini collective of those in a twin flame connection? The Divine Feminine's higher self. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life, which is probably maybe even more so why you're feeling a little bit more nostalgic this week. So what does she have to say? Envy. Okay, so what I am getting from this, and this might be a specific message for specific people, I don't know. What I'm hearing very clearly is that there are going to be twin flames that are coming into union. And there's a lot of fear around whether you fit into that collective or not. And what I'm hearing very clearly from this Divine Feminine higher self is that everyone's journey is different. Everyone's challenge is different. People are going to come into union at different times in the point of their journey based on what they agreed to before they got here. So I'm hearing it's very important to recognize that you do not have to be 100% healed in order to be with your counterpart. When you come into union with them, that is when you agreed to work on your issues together. That is when you agreed to be in a place, in a space that you could handle your issues together. But that won't happen until it's been divinely timed for you. So not to be envious of anyone else, and just know that your soul decided on that before you came here, because that is it. This is the path that you needed to be on. You needed to learn certain things apart to not put each other through those things, and you need to learn certain things when you're together because you're ready to do that. I'm also hearing a very strong message about the solar plexus, so this might be someone specific. That's your state of feeling, but it's also your state of self-empowerment. So to maybe do some balancing with your solar plexus chakra. I'm asking the gift of the 4 angels to help anyone watching with this, to help balance and clear out their solar plexus chakra if that is what they need. And I feel like that's a good place to end with this, Geminis. This is a really powerful week for you. It's gonna be a little bit up and down, but there's gonna be a lot of positivity in it, and there's gonna be a new sense of self. So really take that to heart. You're deserving and you're worthy. Be your peace, love yourself, share your light, and have an amazing day.